Welcome back. The Minnesota State Track and Field program is gearing up for the Indoor National Championships. I'm Rob Clark, joined alongside Dylan Gross. Dylan, just how exciting of a time is it to be competing in the final meet of the season here?
Oh, really exciting. Been really looking forward to this meet, and can tell the energy is really high here and at Mankato. Everybody's excited to get out there.
And just how have you noticed you kind of take your game to another level from last year to this season now?
Last year had some struggles and stuff, and this year just really a lot more hungry to perform better, and this will be my first time going to indoor nationals, so just really hungry to put something out there.
And how much, does this throws group really kind of lean on each other? And I know it's pretty fun to watch you guys when you're competing at some of the meets.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere when everybody's there, yelling and screaming for each other and supporting, and we get really loud, and it's really fun. And then on practice days and stuff, we're all there supporting and coaching each other, and it's a good atmosphere.
And to be competing, at this point in the season, I'm sure the year is kind of a grind once we get to this time. Just what does it take to really be able to not only make it through a whole year, but just ensure that your body is healthy and able to do everything that you want it to at this point in the season?
Yeah, so as for me as example to answer that question, I've had little nicks and small injuries and stuff, so now is the time where we really taper down, and we practice maybe only 3 times a week. Last week I think I practiced 3 times. This week I've only practiced once so far, and we really just kind of taper down and listen to our bodies, and we kind of know what we need at this point.
Do you like not having to throw as much, or does it kind of mentally maybe mess with you a little bit compared to?
Yes and no. I wish I would have been able to do a little more. I've been kind of laying back, getting my body ready recently, but I also think that is gonna help me be really fresh, and I'm not gonna be feeling my injury or anything at nationals. I'm gonna be feeling great and just ready to go. So.
How much pride does this group really take in, wearing that Minnesota State logo and, understanding that, this is a program that's going for national championships? Like, that is kind of the standard, conference championships, et cetera.
Yeah, I think we take a lot of pride in it as a team. I think, there's not a lot of guys all concerned about themselves. We stand for something, and we believe that we're one of the greatest track teams in this area. We can compete with the Summit League, we can compete with the Gophers in a lot of events. Like, we're no slouch, so we take pride in that.
And to be able to have some of those bigger track meets throughout the year, when we're talking about Nebraska, Iowa City, some of those venues, how much does that prepare you guys, I guess, for maybe the atmosphere of national? I know nothing's going to compare to a national track and field meet, but how much does it maybe kind of prepare you a little bit for that?
It helps a lot. Those Iowa, Nebraska, they got some good athletes and at the D1 level, and that shows us some of the competition similarly we're going to be competing with at nationals, and even better, they got some of the best guys in the nation, and we compete with that, and we try to win, and that builds us as a team a lot, for sure.
What has this season taught you?
Just trusting the process and trusting all the work I've done in the off season. I've had kind of some steady jumps with PRs this year, and I've just been sticking with the process and trusting what my coach tells me to implement when I throw, and the technique and everything.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.